Mind your own beeswax. Hey, counting up. Lean back. Yeah.
Welcome back to Mind Your Own Beeswax, where I, Grace, your host, talk to you about things that are going to change your mindset and add value to your life. Together, we are leveling up, becoming the best version of ourselves, and just living our best damn lives. Who doesn't want a bit more of that, hey? At this point of recording, before doing this episode, I just recorded an episode about failure and I talk about the time that I launched a business and it failed. If you haven't listened to that episode, go back after this and have a listen. But I kind of wanted to build on this because I was listening to a podcast recently about an influencer and she was just talking about her career and how she had to figure out what her kind of creative content niche was. And she made the comment that at the start of her career, she was afraid of being judged for trying. And when she said that, I was like, oh, I kind of felt that in my soul. I was like, I feel that. It's the fear of being judged for trying something new or the fear of being seen as being a beginner. I think I vibed with this immediately because of where I'm at currently in terms of social media. So, in terms of Mind Your Own Beeswax, TikTok, Instagram, I feel this way. So, I'm still early on in my social media podcasting journey. And I really don't know what content works for me. I feel like I'm just experimenting before I'm excellent. That's what I've been saying. And so if you go on my TikTok, there's a lot of shit there. I am trying to post once a day, if not twice a day. And honestly, I feel like I'm just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. And some TikToks perform better than others. Some I get great engagement from, I get good follows, I get lots of saves, while others, sometimes I just get crickets. But that's where the value is that I've got to try and see what works. And I mean, on a totally unrelated note, I did recently have a bit of a download and I realized no one is gonna follow a podcast page because they don't know who I am. They need to follow me first, and I need to build my authority and my trust. And you guys got to trust me, you've got to know me, and then you'll listen to my podcast. So I'm trying to shift my TikTok and be Grace first and then mind your own beeswax to really sell myself and let people connect with me. And when they're interested in what I have to say, they're then going to shift to listening to mind your own beeswax. And if you're into marketing, I feel like, is that pushing them down the funnel? Top of funnel is Grace, bottom of funnel is mind your own beeswax. That's how I'm thinking of it. But anyway, back to trying. I think that's just what I've got to do. I only have, a few hundred followers on TikTok. I have to just try. I've got to try every trend. I've got to try every kind of content and see what works. But this is where that fear comes in because for me personally on TikTok, I really don't know a lot of people on TikTok, and people that know me are not typically on TikTok. Whereas Instagram feels like a room of people that I know. Everyone in my life is on Instagram, but they're not on TikTok. So, in all honesty, I just post heaps of shit on TikTok. And what I post on Instagram is beautiful, curated, more kind of like Canva designs, very clean cut, very, audited kind of, very edited, stripped back kind of stuff. And it's like, I feel like if I post the things that I post on TikTok, just having a go, putting the feelers out there, I feel embarrassed to put that on Instagram because it's like people will see me. And when I was researching this episode, I went on Reddit and I was looking at a few Reddit threads, and someone put it perfectly that you have a fear of trying, but you don't have that fear around strangers, but you do have that fear around people you know. And I feel like I really agree with this because I couldn't give a fuck about people I don't know. When if you're in a shopping center and someone dares you to yell out something really funny, I would do it. I actually don't care because they're a group of strangers. But if you ask me to do something embarrassing in front of people I know, absolutely not. Not doing that. I don't know, maybe people feel the other way. Like sometimes people feel like super confident in front of people they know and terrified in front of strangers. But I couldn't give a fuck about a bunch of strangers. And that's how I feel about TikTok. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Random people in bloody the other side of the world. Watch me on TikTok, repost, give me a like, give me a follow. I don't care. But Instagram, people that know me, oh my God, don't look. I don't want to be seen trying. I don't want you to be judging me for being a beginner. Isn't that silly? Like I feel so silly. But this is what I'm talking about is that the fear of trying or the fear of being seen as a beginner and the fear of people judging you, yuck, it's the worst. Now, is this something that you can relate to? Is there something that you want to try in your life that the fear of trying it is holding you back? Or is there something that you're already doing and you feel embarrassed about it or you're worried people are going to judge you for trying? I've got a couple of steps for you. If that's how you feel, I've got some steps. So, this is what I'm doing, and I reckon it's going to help you too. So, first of all, you've got to name the feeling. So, let's label that fear. So, what are you scared to do? For me, I am scared to be seen having a go on Instagram. What is it that you're scared to be seen as? Are you scared to be seen as someone trying to lose weight? Are you scared to be seen as someone trying to start dating or trying to find a partner? Are you scared as someone to be seen as looking for a new job? Label it and get clear on it. Then ask yourself, whose opinion am I actually afraid of? Most of the time, it's not everyone. It might just be a couple of specific people. So, can you really drill down into who are the people that you're scared of judging you? Is it your boss? Is it your coworkers? Is it your family? Is it your partner? Is it a friend? Or maybe it's a bit of a frenemy situation. Maybe it's people from your old job. Maybe it's, high school friends. Can you make a list of all the people you think are going to judge you for doing this thing? Now that you have your list, I want you to ask yourself, would I want to swap lives with this person? And if your answer is no, if you wouldn't swap lives with them, why are you letting them dictate your life? Why are you letting them hold you back from doing the thing that you want to do? I think that's a really powerful question. So ask yourself, who are the people? And if you wouldn't swap lives with them, don't let them run your life. Next up, unfortunately, you've just got to get comfortable with being a beginner. Everybody wants their posts on social media to be top quality and to be incredible. But unfortunately, anybody who has quality content, that's not their first video. There's probably thousands of videos before that one. Your first podcast episode is not going to be the best. Your first gym session is not going to be the best. Your first day at a new job is not going to be the best. Your first date is not going to be the best. This is all evidence. It's not evidence that you're failing, it's just evidence that you're learning. Become comfortable as a beginner. And like I always say, I'm experimenting before I'm excellent. Can you say that? That you're just experimenting before you're excellent. Next up, unfortunately, you've got to be prepared to feel embarrassed. And this is a really big and really tough mindset shift. Don't wait until you feel awkward or embarrassed. Just expect it and think to yourself, this is going to feel uncomfortable, but being uncomfortable is what growth feels like. And you know what? Maybe you post that video that you feel a little bit embarrassed about, and it actually does really well. Maybe you say something on a date and you're like, God, I'm so embarrassed. But that person actually remembers you and goes, fuck, that bitch was funny. Like, I really liked that person. She's super memorable for saying that thing. Maybe that's what gets you over the line. Maybe that thing that was embarrassing or felt uncomfortable, that could be the one thing that people relate to, what people connect with. You never know. So get comfortable being embarrassed and know that that discomfort is what growth feels like. And my final tip which I really, really love, is that when I talk about the fear of trying, it's a lot of fear of people judging you. Collect evidence, not opinions. Instead of asking yourself, do people think I'm good? What are people saying about me? Ask yourself, did I show up today? Did I improve? Am I better than yesterday? Am I better than last month? Measure your progress against yourself. So when you do something and you feel that moment of, oh, I'm so embarrassed for trying. Oh, I feel like a dickhead for trying. Change it and think, what did I do yesterday? What did I do the month before? What did I do today? Have I improved? And when you can see yourself as improving, when you can see yourself as getting better, and you acknowledge those 1% improvements every single day, it can help again shift that energy out of discomfort into confidence because you can see the progress. So instead of worrying about what people are thinking, worry about collecting evidence and growing day by day. If you're still struggling with the fear of trying, ask yourself, what is going to hurt more? The thought of someone judging me today, or for the rest of your life, wondering what if? Wondering what if I tried? What if I gave 100%? What if I did that thing? What if I stuck with it? And I guarantee you would rather one person, two people, 100 people judge you right now than for the rest of your life wondering what if. Because the price of your dream is you being willing to look like a beginner now to be a winner in the future. The goal isn't to stop caring what people think. The goal is to care more about your future than about their opinion. Because every single dream truly asks you the same question. Are you willing to be seen trying? The people who build incredible lives, they're not fearless. They have just decided that being judged for trying hurts a whole lot less than living with the regret of never trying at all. And I want to leave you with this quote by one of my favorite authors, Susan Jeffers, who wrote the book Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. That's the quote. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode today. I hope this finds you at a time that you need it the most. So get out there, try, be a beginner, and I promise you it's going to lead to an incredible life. Thank you so much for being here with me. Love you. Bye.
Mind your own beeswax.